welcome to South Asia Today, a show that provides you the glimpses of South Asia. I'm your host Shivangi Mishra. Let's begin with the headlines first. China's secret overseas police stations unveiled, shocking truths emerge. Authorities set up handicraft trading center for women in India's Rajouri city. And people in POK bearing the brunt of Islamabad's political uncertainty, says UKPND chairman. Let's begin the show with China, which is enforcing its own authoritarian and tyrannical laws to repress third country nationals or target its own citizens living abroad, violating the international rule of law and the territorial integrity of third countries. China has reportedly set up a parallel policing mechanism in dozens of countries using illegal methods. Let's take a closer look at the Chinese Communist Party's hidden overseas campaign.
In order to apprehend overseas offenders, security agencies usually take the assistance of Interpol, the International Criminal Police Organization. Diplomatically, the establishment of bilateral extradition treaties is another procedure. China, however, has adopted an illegitimate method to apprehend those overseas citizens they perceive as offenders. Madrid-based human rights organization, Safeguard Defenders, in its 21-page report titled 110 Overseas Chinese Transnational Policing Gone Wild, has revealed the presence of dozens of Chinese police service stations in major cities around the world. The report further exposes how the campaign was launched on a humble scale in 2018 in order to allegedly combat the growing issue of fraud and telecommunication fraud by Chinese nationals living abroad. Now, these so-called service stations are violating the international rule of law. The Chinese have set up a parallel policing mechanism to target dissidents and place surveillance on its own nationals. The report claimed that from April 2021 to July 2022, 230,000 nationals had been persuaded to return to face criminal proceedings in China.
We know before this became a news report, there are people being approached or are often being approached by individuals, either using threat or kind of way to persuade them to return home. But obviously, these people don't come across as police. They disguise themselves like a business people or diplomats or. So this safeguard report really kind of exposed these hidden police stations and the police, undercover police that actually operating in these countries.
Safeguard Defenders also revealed how overseas Chinese diaspora associations are tied to the Chinese Communist Party's United Front Work Department. Some of these organizations are registered to handle a liaison role with the Chinese police, in violation of local regulations. The details of China's overseas campaign has stunned security agencies and governments in Europe, Canada, and the United States. FBI Director Christopher Wray said the United States is deeply concerned about unauthorized Chinese police stations in cities like New York, as they violate sovereignty and circumvent standard judicial and law enforcement cooperation processes. Canada and the Netherlands are also joining the United States in launching investigations into these secret Chinese police stations. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police said it is taking threats to the security of individuals living in Canada very seriously and is aware that foreign states may seek to intimidate or harm communities or individuals within Canada.
Now focus inside is they are already controlling, yes. But outside is a little more difficult to control. Therefore, they want to focus on the dissident Chinese who live in free countries, not to speak freely. If they do so, then they will control and their own families who live inside China.
Beijing has been accused of using illegal methods against targeted individuals or their family members, which undermines any due process and the most basic rights of suspects. Furthermore, the disregard for the use of proper channels and processes in international relations is blatant. Despite China's insistence on the establishment of bilateral extradition treaties or other mechanisms of judicial cooperation, which serve both a specific propaganda purpose in legitimizing the Chinese Communist Party-controlled judicial system, as well as nurturing a chilling effect for the rapidly growing number of individuals fleeing China, it rarely uses these legal international procedures. Rather than cooperating with local authorities in the full respect of territorial sovereignty, China, thinking itself beyond reproach, has instead set up an alternative policing and judicial system within third countries. As investigations against China intensify, the world can remain hopeful that China will be held accountable for their blatant disregard of international law and human rights.
Jammu and Kashmir administration is on a mission to unleash the potential of its own women by training them in diverse fields. Various training centers have already been opened up across the territory and many more are still in the row. So today, let's take you to one such center in the area of Rajouri, where women are not just taking their beginning steps towards self-reliance, but at the same time reviving the territory's handicraft industry as well.
The administration of Jammu and Kashmir keeps on taking a number of initiatives to empower the women folk of the territory and make them self-reliant. Taking a recent step in the same direction, a training center has been established in the Darhal block of the Rajouri area, where skill development training is being provided to women from far-flung hilly areas of the territory. At the center, free training and other facilities are being provided to a group of 20 women from the village Dodaj of Rajouri.
यहाँ लड़कियाँ दूर दूर से आती हैं, लीरा पंचायत से भी आती हैं, चौकियाँ पंचायत से भी आती हैं, दरहाल से भी आती हैं और मडून से भी आती हैं। पूरे मोहल्ले का ये एक सेंटर है इधर हमारा, तो इसमें 20 लड़कियाँ जिनको ट्रेनिंग मिल रही है इस वक्त। पहले 2 बैच यहाँ से निकल गए हैं, ये तीसरा बैच चल रहा है इधर। इसके बाद हमारी यही कोशिश है कि जिन लड़कियों ने ट्रेनिंग की है इससे पहले, अब उनको यहाँ पे दोबारा इनकी सिलेक्शन होगी। जिन्होंने 2 साल का वो सेंटर होगा, वो दोबारा उनके लिए हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि डिपार्टमेंट से कि वो इतने अरसे से इन्होंने लड़कियों ने ट्रेनिंग की है 2 साल में पहले, अब दोबारा जो लड़कियाँ आएंगी उनको स्टाइपेंड मिलेगा 1500 रुपये महीना।
Women are being taught staple embroidery at the center. These women weave beautiful designs on shawls and suits and get paid for providing their finished products. On the completion of their training, these women will also get a diploma degree of 1 year and can take loans up to 5 lakhs from the government to open their own ventures.
ये सर हमें ट्रेनिंग देते हैं 1 साल की, इसमें हम ट्रेनिंग करते हैं, हर दिन हम यहाँ आते हैं और ट्रेनिंग सीखते हैं। सर ने हमारा बहुत कोऑपरेट किया, अच्छी तरीके से सिखाया और हमें यहाँ से साल के बाद 1 ईयर का डिप्लोमा भी दिया जाता है और हमें गवर्नमेंट बहुत सारी किस्म की स्कीमें दे रही है और लोन भी दे रही है, जो हम लेते हैं इनसे लोन और उसमें इंटरेस्ट भी बहुत कम है। खुशी है बच्चियों को यहाँ, लड़कियों को यहाँ सीख के, क्योंकि बहुत सारी लड़कियाँ जो हैं ये बहुत पढ़ी लिखी लड़कियाँ हैं और वो चाहती हैं कि वो यहाँ से डिप्लोमा लें, किसी नौकरी के लिए अप्लाई करें। और भी बहुत सारी ऐसी लड़कियाँ हैं जो बहुत पुअर फैमिली से बिलोंग करती हैं और वो चाहती हैं कि हम यहाँ से लोन लें और इस पैसों को अच्छी तरीके से इन्वेस्ट करें ताकि उनकी ज़िंदगी में इम्प्रूवमेंट हो सके।
In a move to empower women from economically weaker sections, handicraft centers are encouraging women from far-flung hilly areas. As women are said to be the building blocks of society, their empowerment at the grassroots level will not just create a positive impact but also give a boost to the rural economy. It is initiatives like these that are not only helping women in Jammu and Kashmir to become more skilled, but is also instilling newfound confidence in them.
Now let's take a look at a few happenings in Asia in a segment called Asia Watch.
Nepali Congress President Sher Bahadur Deuba is set to become the Prime Minister of the Himalayan nation for the 6th time as he secures a comfortable majority in the election for the party's parliamentary leader. Deuba secured 64 votes out of 89 in the election, defeating Gagan Kumar Thapa, the General Secretary of the party who was contesting against him. Thapa secured 25 votes in the election, which had a turnover of 100%. The party's 89 newly elected lawmakers are eligible to vote in the election for parliamentary party leader. The candidates needed at least 45 votes to secure the post. NC secured a total of 89 seats, including 57 under the direct electoral system and 32 under the proportional representation system in the parliamentary election held on November 20. Political parties that are represented in the Nepali parliament are subjected to appointing a parliamentary party leader who, as per the constitution, is eligible to be the candidate for the post of Prime Minister. As the parties are yet to decide over the power-sharing deal, Deuba has the highest stake in becoming the next Prime Minister. A Saudi Arabian food festival hosted residents from across the kingdom to introduce the masses to a variety of cuisines and cultural flavors, aiming to consolidate and sustain Saudi cuisine. Visitors brushed up on their culinary skills and sampled tastes from various Saudi regions during the event. The Saudi Arabian Culinary Arts Commission organized the event to encourage youth to pursue business ventures in the food space and to highlight food as an authentic national heritage. They hope to add the festival on the calendar for international food events and to shed light on one of the kingdom's important legacies. According to the Culinary Arts Commission, the festival is the largest of its kind in the Middle East, which ran until December 23rd. Japanese firm NTT Communications is coming up with the latest drone technology under its brand name Docomo Business. NTT Communications is a Japanese telecommunications firm that provides its services to individuals and businesses around the world. With the help and cooperation of its partner companies, drone services are coming into everyday use. Drones provide an alternative to human workers on a construction site or in a high-level location. The drone has a high-definition camera and recognition capability to fix the flying area and the route. It allows capturing high-resolution images as well as the collection of data in lieu of humans. Civil drones flying in areas invisible to the operator and above humans are now permitted under the Japanese aviation law. NTT Communications' high-level ICT and mobile device technology will add new value. The future of drone business appears to be bright with firms like NTT exploring the unlimited possibilities of this industry. The convergence of global information and communication technology will accelerate this. Ever since the new variant of the coronavirus took over the world in 2020, contactless remote control and metaverse technologies are being developed in Japan. The Mitsubishi Electric Advanced Technology Research Institute in Japan is researching remote control technology on the theme of no contact. This initiative is being undertaken so that physically disabled and especially abled people can perform jobs and find work. Mitsubishi aims to develop the technology so that it is put into practical use by the year 2025. This platform is also useful for remote robot operation. Forum 8, a software developer, has been focusing on the development of VR CG software in recent years, as VR has been effectively used in all fields. In addition, Forum 8 will expand the possibility of virtual space with the software. The future will be all about contactless technology and virtual spaces, which will be helpful in making the lives of its citizens easier and more diversified.
Moving on. Forget about second-class or third-class citizen. Pakistan doesn't even consider the people of POK as humans. POK Prime Minister Tanveer Ilyas was not just rebuked and insulted in front of all by Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, but he was manhandled. And we are talking about an elected Prime Minister here. This is the ground reality of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Massive protests have erupted in the region, but it appears highly unlikely that they are going to bring any change to the political discourse.
Activists from Pakistan-occupied Kashmir have blamed political uncertainty in Pakistan for deteriorating situation in the region. Chairman of United Kashmir People's National Party Sardar Shaukat Ali Kashmiri condemned the Shehbaz Sharif government for its attitude towards the people of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, which he said had become particularly exclusionary towards the region as it has a government led by Imran Khan's party.
Tanveer Ilyas is the member of the one political party headed by the Imran Khan. He is the nominee of the Imran Khan. So now the government is actually against the PTI. In Pakistan there is uncertainty and politically very a situation which is you can say that there is no stability in Pakistan politically or economically. So a periphery, a person who belongs to the occupied area and have no constitution power, how he can fight?
Shaukat Ali Kashmiri launched a scathing attack on the ruling Pakistani dispensation in the aftermath of Shehbaz Sharif insulting the POK Prime Minister Tanveer Ilyas in front of a huge crowd when he tried to correct him on facts. Shehbaz Sharif was in POK to inaugurate the operationalization of 2 more phases of the Mangala Dam on Jhelum River. The dam, which fulfills Pakistan's electricity and irrigation requirements, has been built at the cost of displacing Kashmiris.
Government Pakistan since 1948 exploited our natural resources. Then in return, we received unemployment, we received exile, and most of our people, they face very hardships. We have no medical facilities. Even the PM, so-called PM, also explained in an interview that we have no health facilities, we have no road facilities. So everything is open secret. There is no secret in whole of Pakistan, not only the POK, everywhere where the Pakistani administration is ruled, the freedom of expression has been completely compromised, whether because the state policy is to use religion. And when the constitution is not granted to the freedom of expression, and the merit, so then how you can expect a state which imposed religious norms, and it is also a debatable whether this is the spirit of the religion or not. But the Pakistani state is a religious state and use religion as a tool.
Pakistan forcibly occupied part of princely state of Jammu and Kashmir in 1947. It has its own Prime Minister, President and Supreme Court, but the region is directly controlled by Islamabad through the Kashmir Council, whose chairman is the Prime Minister of Pakistan. Observers say Islamabad has appointed its land officers in the form of IG Police, Chief Secretary and Finance Secretary in POK to keep its dominance in the region. Unfortunately, the people in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir have suffered for the majority of its over 7 decades of history.
Madras has always been a hub of music and dance. Be it music, dance or any other kind of performing arts, Chennai has always attracted poets, singers, dancers, artists and art lovers from not just India but from around the world. Every year, the spirit of art is celebrated during the Tamil month of Marigi in the form of Marigi Festival, under which an array of music and dance performances are organized at different venues, or what it is referred as sabhas by locals. Take a look. Chennai is considered the Makkah of performing arts in South India, especially Carnatic music and Bharatnatyam. A plethora of concerts and festivals are organized in the city during the entire month of December and a portion of January, which coincides with the Tamil month of Margari. Every year, the performing artists, music lovers, and art enthusiasts throng the mesmerizing Margari festival, a scintillating show of the region's music and dance.
Some of the audience feel that they have to come to the venue, enjoy the atmosphere and listen to the concerts and share the feelings along with the friends and relatives. And we are having a festival from 15th of December to 1st of January.
This year, the festival came back to its full glory after the 2-year-long pandemic break. On the first day of the festival, a mesmerizing Bharatnatyam dance performance presented by Dr. Rajeshwari Sainath received the loudest cheers. Artists and spectators were thrilled to have been back to the festival after the long pandemic halt.
I've been here many times for this season. I always come for 1 month and I love to come here every year.
A lot of artists from across the globe come to Chennai, perform, and they look forward to it. So this also shows the cultural tourism of our country and how that can be enhanced.
A notable Carnatic music number was presented by Bharat Sundar, a renowned vocalist. The pleasant December weather is always special for music buffs in Chennai. During the time of Margari festival, the city's performances venues come alive to the ragas of music as vocalists and instrumentalists fill the atmosphere with their melodious numbers. Another praiseworthy performance was that of Nirmala Rajshekhar, who played the veena.
It has been the most beautiful experience that I just had. Margari coming back after 2 years. We've done so many online concerts. We've done so many of these that now, we were just dying, aching to meet people. We were looking forward to it so much. And this is my first Margari appearance this year. I have 15 more to go. So please give your good wishes so we have a good time. And to have the veena, the national instrument of India, my firstborn, to be featured on this very prestigious Mylapore Fine Arts stage where I grew up in this area, CIT Colony. So to come back here and play the concert again after a gap of 2 years, it is an absolutely thrilling thing. And to have such a good turnout, there are so many events going on parallelly. That is what our UNESCO symbol is for our city. So this is so amazing that we are having this concert today and so many people to come and watch us. And it is so inspiring. We need all their blessings, good wishes. Everything is possible because of our gurus and our parents who have encouraged us. And now for 40 odd years, this has been my lifeline.
Tamil Hindus believe that no weddings or celebrations should take place during the month of Margari, and this month should be reserved for all kinds of meditation and prayers. As it is believed that music is also a form of meditation and dance is a way of paying homage to the gods, most of the performances are held during this period of time. It's time for me to wrap up today's episode. We'll be back next week at the same time. This is Shivangi Mishra signing off on the behalf of the entire production team of South Asia Today. Goodbye and take care.